Today's monochromatic lumberjack. That's the look we're going for today, guys. Met Gala 2020, here I come. Hello everyone, my name is Natika Sai and thanks so much for tuning into my channel based on a true story. Today we are reviewing the film Poms. Woo! Many of you might be asking, why aren't you reviewing the wonderful film Pokemon Detective Pikachu? And the short story is, growing up as a kid, my mom thought that Pokemon was the devil.
I don't ever want you associating with little girls.
Why not, Mama?
Because little girls are the devil.
Pokemon was included, Scooby-Doo, Harry Potter, of course, even deviled eggs, you guys, the lovely treat that you have at potlucks was included. So I do not have the nostalgia associated and the knowledge in order to be able to review that film well for you guys. I still am watching it, so it will be in my monthly wrap-up reviews, but I am reviewing Poms, so let's get right into it. This film was written by Shane Atkinson and Zara Hayes. Zara is known for her work in documentary, and Shane couldn't find too much about him. So a lot of two writers who are new and upcoming on the scene. And this film was also directed by Zara, so great, yay, female director. The running time for this film was 1 hour and 31 minutes. Love it, right at that hour 30 mark. However, it's never a good sign when a movie is already short and it feels very long. The cast, the beautiful cast, was Diane Keaton, we have Jackie Weaver, we have Pam Grier, yes, and we have Celia Weston. Great, wonderful, beautiful cast. According to IMDb, Poms is a comedy about a group of women who form a cheerleading squad at the retirement community, proving that you're never too old to bring it. It's basically Bring It On for elderly people. We've seen this story before, we know this story. However, my overall score for this film is 1 pom-pom. It's hard for me to give it that rating. However, this film made me sad, and it made me sad because it had some of the most beloved, top-notch actresses in Hollywood, and they were given a sad, stale trope, and sadly they were the butt of the joke, and I wasn't laughing with the film, I was laughing at the film. It's true! Saying it so. Stories that feature mature adults deserve better. We need better stories for them. This did not cut it at all, and that was upsetting. So these women were just beautiful. They were stunning on screen, and it's very rare we see elderly women displayed in Hollywood that have their own film like this. The story just rang flat, you guys, and honestly, it just wasn't authentic, and it came from a place that wasn't truthful or honest. And you could feel it in the film, and you could feel it in the story. Films are a formula, and this film had all the right ingredients, but it skipped many of the most crucial steps to make a successful film. When the story is not grounded in truth, everything else kind of falls apart. It was poorly acted. It was sadly poorly directed. From the moment the film started, it started with a voiceover, and that was just a red flag for me because yes, voiceover can be a great tool for many films, but this was just, I hate saying it, but it can kind of be a crutch for lazy writing, and the voiceover never came back again in the film. It was just only the beginning to give us information, and so from the moment it started, it just started off on the wrong foot and kind of never got its grasping after that. For honest performances, I'm going to give this film 2 pom-poms. Diane Keaton is my beloved turtleneck sister. I love turtlenecks. She loves them. That's how we're gonna be friends, I know, one day. But she was overacting. It was like the most confusing thing I've seen in a very long time. I was like, why is she acting like that? Like, who told her to do that? Why did she make those choices? It was very, very odd. The only saving grace in this film, in terms of honest performance, was Jackie Weaver. She gave a beautiful performance. And she gave a beautiful performance with what she was given. Pam Grier barely had any lines, and this is freaking Jackie Brown, and I was like, why are you in this movie? Like, what is going on, you know? So that was sad and disappointing. For diversity in front of and behind the camera, I gave this 2 pom-poms. This film was written and directed by women, and it also had a lot of women behind the camera. So I'm just gonna go through their names because I think it's important to say them and recognize them. We have music by Deborah Lurie, film editing by Annette Davy, production design by Celine Diano, art direction by Nicole Ellispuro, set direction by Sarah Carter, costume design by Amanda Ford. So yeah, basically all the department heads, like people in charge, were women, which is wonderful and great. So A+ on that. And it was also really cool in front of the camera, all of basically the majority of the speaking roles, women were talking the entire time. In terms of women of color and people of color, not too great. It was very white, female centric, and that was a little upsetting, but also not the worst for behind and in front of the camera. Again, my overall score for this film is sadly 1 pom, you guys. I would definitely skip this one. I was excited to see a geriatric Bring It On and see Hollywood focus on a group of women that both Hollywood and society frankly ignore, but instead it was a story that lacked heart and truth and definitely didn't deserve those beautiful actresses who took their time and energy to be in it. It's hard. It was hard to watch. We gotta do better. We gotta do better for that group of people in our beautiful world. That's it. That's my review for this film. Remember to like and subscribe this channel if you would like to, and hopefully next week we have a winner. It's always sad to do not great reviews. I still want to give it the respect and critique it deserves because all films take hard work to make. And that's it, right? Oh, I had to say my motto. Yes. Remember, your story is important, so go out into the world and tell it. Thanks so much, you guys. Bye.